Hello and welcome to another Star Citizen podcast. It's the 14th of July. That means some stuff. There's things that have ended or are ending now. I'm here with Zinnia. This is a Star Citizen podcast. I'm BoredGamer. Say hello, Zin.
Hello, Zin.
Perfect. We are going to be talking about Alpha 4.2.1, which is going to be live later this week. We've got the end of the Foundation Festival. We've got the RSI Meteor. We've got cheaters and exploiters being banned. And we'll talk about the future of that. Some fake posts. And a big CitizenCon watch party in the UK that one of my colleagues' friends is running. So, we've been playing some Peak. Hello, Zin.
Hi, yes, we have.
How are you doing?
I'm alright.
Good. We've been playing some Peak. It's pretty good fun, right, for such a simple game?
Mm-hmm.
It's sort of like, it's got the same fun level as one of those, like, repo games. What's the one we played? Content Warning?
Yeah. No, I think it's better than that.
Yeah. But it's got more, like, competitive playability. It's like, I want to play Peak, and I want to get to the top of the Peak, and I want to get the achieves in Peak. We've, in the sort of spate of, like, just over a week, actually got moderately good at climbing. Mm-hmm. When you start and are like, oh my god, this game is so hard. And then later on you're doing dumb jumps and grabbing onto walls and going, I can make that. Yeah, it's good fun. It's a co-op climbing game. You can play it solo, but in a very simplistic physics engine, a bit like Humans Fall Flat or...
Yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah, it's a good laugh. Also, we've been playing a little bit of Ready or Not. We've done all the simple levels in Ready or Not together, Sin and I. And now we're on the levels which are a little bit higher tier with lots of dangerous people. We might have to recruit someone else to complete that. And we're playing some board games at the end of the week. You excited, Sin, for for the weekend? Oh, board games.
Yeah, mostly because I get Friday off.
Yes, that's true. You get Friday off and you get to come down here with Kit and Cam, and we all get to play board games and hopefully have good food. But yes, so if anyone's got any suggestions for campaign-based board games for us to play, we're currently playing ISS Vanguard, but also the Initiative. So ISS Vanguard's sort of like a spacey, researchy, exploration-y, cool little game. And Initiative is like a code-breaking game.
I think maybe we're slightly older than the demographic they were going for.
For the Initiative, yeah. But it's still it's sort of like a family game, right? You could play it with a family or teens. And we also got things like Slay the Spy, which we're enjoying. Absolutely fantastic computer game / card game. It works as either. Mm-hmm. Really, really well. Anyway, 14th of July. It's the end of the Foundation Festival soon.
Yes.
I don't know if it will be over by the time you see this video. Potentially. It depends when you see it, I suppose. The end of the Free Fly. The end of this sort of little mini ship sale and all that sort of jazz. Foundation Festival is one of those sort of minor events for me, and I'm like, okay, yeah, cool. And the next one we've got, which CIG will be talking about real soon, I would expect, is the ship Showdown. This is where they get any of the ships that are currently flyable in-game. They do a popularity contest with them, and then eventually the top 4 that are voted by the community will all get skins and stuff made for them for free for owners that will appear during the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo. What do you think is going to win this year?
Well, I was going to make a smart-ass comment about the same ship winning all the time, but I've forgotten what the ship it is.
So we've had ships like the MPUV Cargo win previously. Things like the Carrack and the Mercury Star Runner are typically pretty high up on the list. What won last year?
I was literally just looking at it. It was the F8C Lightning that won last year.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah. So the...
But they changed the format last year as well.
Yeah, so there's categories now, right? So they go like fighter and medical and... actually, it was freighter, road warrior, pathfinder, underdog, speed demons, heavy duty, alien, and run and gun. Which is only sort of relevant for the first pairings against each other. But yeah, the top 16 ships, the most popular flyable ships, get paired against each other in some form of category, and then we'll go through head-to-heads in popularity votes each day to get to the top 4, then top 2, then the winner. And last year, the top 4 were the C1 Spirit, the Terrapin, the Reclaimer, and the F8C Lightning. Now, that'll be heavily different this year because of some new ships and vehicles, but also just because of the way they do the categories. That will have a huge effect.
So maybe this year the Mercury Star Runner can finally win?
Is the Mercury Star Runner not won, but comes second?
No, it's
loads?
come second twice.
Okay.
And the Carracker's won twice.
Okay, the Mercury Star Runner is still my favourite ship. I absolutely love it. But I've got a lot. I do really like the F8C. So this year, for example, Zin, they can have the Idris in there.
Yeah, it's flyable.
It's flyable.
I can see that possibly winning.
Yeah, but you also have the same possibility of something dumb winning, like the Cargo Argo again or something, right? Like
Argo Cargo.
Yeah, that's the one. Either of those two. Either of those could win. Because stuff gets memed ahead and stuff. It's a popularity contest. It's a bit of fun before people get very grumpy about it. You can vote seriously or you can vote for fun. I will allow you to do either. Do what you want. Enjoy yourselves. What's your opinion on this, Sin? Do you think that silly memeing should not be allowed?
I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter in this situation. It's just a stupid ship competition.
Yeah.
I'd like to see a ship that more people are more likely to have, because obviously you get a special skin if you own the ship.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Well, as long as they get into the top 4, right? I'm fine with... I want some literally ships that are... lots of people have in the top 4, so lots of people get skins for them, which is cool. The champion, it'll be interesting to see. I do think the F8 was a good choice for winner last year. We'll see what happens this year. The CIG are ploughing through the ships and the Idris is there. And some people might just be like, yeah, Idris is cool. Also, the thing is that they do I think the top 8 ships, there's like a free fly with them. So lots of people are going to want to use the Idris, right? Like the Idris and the Polaris, things like that.
Yeah.
But they'll probably be in the same category, right? It'll be like capital ships or something. The Idris and the Polaris going against each other immediately. Tell us your favourite ship in the comments below. What is your favourite ship at the moment, Sin?
I'm really enjoying the C1. I wouldn't say... I don't know if it would be my favourite ship. I
know, obviously, you've got a lot of love for the Cutlass Red.
Yeah, I do like the Cutlass Red. I don't have much experience with many ships, so I can't really comment.
Yeah, well, we'll have to expand that out. I mean, you've only been making Star Citizen content for, what, like 5 years? What's just a drop in the ocean. 5
years in September.
Oh my God.
Is it September, October?
I'm so sorry for your loss.
Yeah.
Awful. I'm joking. We love Star Citizen. Tell us what you think in the comments below about all of that jazz. Zin!
Yes.
Alpha 4.2.1 live later this week.
Yeah.
Race for Stanton, I believe is its name.
Okay, yeah. I guess that's because of the thing where you choose a...
Second Life Resource Drive.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, so yeah, you choose one of the 4 corps of Stanton to support, and you will gather resources for them so that they can win the Regen Crisis contract from the UE government. This is a much more industrial event that's going on with this. It's cross-shard. It is a competitive thing. Get these resources at almost any means necessary, although you can't participate if you've got a crime stat of 3 or above. But there's lots of different types of mission, including hauling, mining. What other ones have we got? Sort of escorting ships and defending ships, recovering. Do you think this is going to be popular?
Maybe.
I hope so. Like, a lot of people have been wanting industrial gameplay, industrial sort of style events, and they sort of rarely do them. I do think that this one's quite an interesting one. My concern is it just going to be a popularity contest? Is it just whoever gets effectively the most players doing the mission for, they just win?
I mean, that's technically how it's working.
Yeah.
So it's more so going to be who's more active. Because like I could come along and be like, oh, I'll help Microtech, but then only do a little bit here and there because I'm not that big a player.
That's an interesting one, right? Because that just means that from my point of view, whatever corporation has the shiniest, coolest looking skins and items as part of the reputation rewards is going to be the one that gets picked, right? We'll have to wait and see exactly how that works out. Obviously, it's going to be interesting and useful data for CIG building their game, and I think it will be something that a lot of people get into. I'm also interested to see if we're going to have a lot of people fighting each other for resources and trying to work out ways of getting them off each other. Because I think there's going to be lots of third parties that sort of like you'll have a pirate attack someone and then someone else will come in and swoop in and take the loot that's not a criminal. Stuff like that. So escorts might be necessary. Some other stuff I want to mention about the patch. Ladders 2.0 was in 4.2.1. They were testing it. It's going to return with 4.3, along with probably ground turbulence. So ground turbulence is also turned off in 4.2.1 to the joy of many that want to do mining and stuff. Got PvP interdiction turning up, which is obviously going to be scary for people doing the Second Life resource drive, or at least slightly scarier. Station security updates, though, with better turrets and security ship responses in Stanton and that sort of area. They should make people a lot happier. Something I wanted to mention as well, they updated the ship trespass tech, or the feature. So they had it so you couldn't sneak aboard previously when you were nearby a station. So when you're nearby a station, someone be floating outside a station or whatever, if you got on board someone else's ship, you'd be teleported off. That's been changed now, so you can't sneak aboard while the ship is docked at a station. Which I think, for people that want to sneak aboard, and for people that go, well, where's the monitoring for sneaking aboard a ship? It's when you're docked in the station, basically. In a station, you can't sneak aboard a ship. But if someone's outside the station, you might be able to sneak on board. I think that's a happy medium. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't really see many people trying to sneak on board ships.
That's true. Well, it was just something that people could do a lot easier previously when you could sneak aboard when a ship was docked and that there was no sort of prevention for it. But a lot of people were saying, look, if we are sneaking aboard a ship, we want to be able to do it. And if you're like hovering outside a station or whatever, yeah, I think that's fine for you to be able to sneak aboard. Obviously, they'd have to get on board your ship somehow. If you've got your doors open, well, that might be a foolish choice. There's ship defend and escort missions in there. There's the Volt Pistol. They've removed the RNG for Wicklow missions, so you can actually choose your rewards. Basically go, I want to get this Wicklow ship, rather than having to go through the gacha grab bag, which I think everyone's a lot happier with. There's attempts at fixes for network stalls and interaction delays. And there's no wipe planned as far as I'm aware, but stuff does go missing. Yeah, that's one of the big problems at the moment is sort of network stalls, interaction delays. Are you hopeful that with all of the hotfixes and server maintenance and various network optimizations they've been making in the live build and 4.2.1, that they may have solved some of this network stall and interaction issues? Or do you think it's just going to be a constant problem with Star Citizen until sort of 1.0 comes out?
I kind of feel like it's something that's just going to keep on happening.
Yeah. Band-aids, maybe. I'm always hopeful, but I'm always hopeful. And then the servers seem to degrade sometimes when it appears to be fixed. And then like later in a patch cycle, it gets worse. And we'll have to sort of monitor it. I'm interested to know what people's experiences of 4.2.1 are in the open PTU now and what they are when it goes live. Tell us if you get anything wiped when 4.2.1 goes live, because things like refinery jobs, they're going to get wiped, and like customizations you have with stuff. But if you lose ships that you've got from Wicklow, if you lose ships that you've bought with real money, things like that, tell us. I'm sort of interested to know. Zin!
Yes.
The RSI Meteor has been revealed properly.
Yes, I saw.
I just headbutted my microphone. That's how excited I am. I wanted to ask your opinion on some of this, because they've just chucked loads of weapons on the front of it. It's got like 2 size 5 ballistic cannons, which are bespoke. Bespoke typically means either no options for changing it or very few in the future. So you don't have the full range of weapon options, and certainly none at the moment other than its ballistic cannons. They're slow firing, not the best against smaller agile targets, or unless you're really good at shooting. I thought it was going to be a heavy strike fighter. Yeah. But CIG have said multiple times that now that it's a medium fighter.
But is it not a medium heavy fighter?
What do you mean by that?
So the size of the ship is medium.
So.
But the fighter is heavy. If you see what I mean. It's heavy. It's not a light fighter.
I do see what you mean. In fact, that was something in one of my videos which I didn't put in because I was like, I looked at the size that CIG say in the ship description, and they refer to it as the Mantis as a small ship. But I think this is a medium ship in the same way that the Cutlass is a medium ship, right?
Yeah.
That sort of stuff. And I agree with you. Well, I might agree with you, because it could be referring to it being a ship with an interior that's not tiny, and it being a heavy strike fighter because it's got loads of weaponry on it. But could also refer to it being balanced for being medium and having relatively good agility, but low armor and low shields, maybe, or mixture of the two. So I'm sort of interested in what other people think. We won't 100% know until we have the ship in our hands and CIG give us the FAQ. It's either a medium strike fighter or a heavy strike fighter, but it's a strike fighter, right? Lots of powerful weaponry. It's got like 4 size 3s on it as well. It's got 4 size 4 missile points. It's got a lot of firepower. And it's a cool looking ship. It is clearly inspired by a bit of Star Trek, a bit of Defiant, a bit of a few other things. I really like it. And I love the fact they've made it into a fighter now rather than just a quantum interdiction ship. What are your thoughts on the way it sort of looks and that sort of jazz?
Yeah, I think it looks all right. It looks like a ship.
Looks like a ship?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm interested to know what people think, because CIG suggested that its defences might be relatively low or its high firepower might be offset by its defences. But again, we won't know until we have the FAQ. Any rough estimate on real life price?
I don't know. I don't know what ship prices are like.
They go up.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
250, 300?
Oof. Okay, so I was thinking between 200 and 220, but that might be optimistic at the lower end. Zin might be right. Yeah. We'll have to wait and see. Tell us what you think in the comments below. It's got loads of weapons. I think some people are concerned about a mixture of power creep, and I'm concerned about balance. People are saying, like, these sort of ships, CIG go, look, let's sell the most powerful thing, let's make it a load of money, and then later nerf it. Do you worry about that happening with this one?
I don't know. I don't worry about it. It's going to happen, though.
It's just going to happen.
Yeah. Accept it. That's going to happen.
Well, it will get balanced. It might not necessarily get nerfed, right?
But balancing in most people's eyes is nerfing.
Yes.
Obviously, depending on what they do. But yeah, it's usually a nerf.
We'll have to wait and see. We also know that everything's going to get balanced a lot over the next, until they release 1.0. So, and multiple times. And we're going to get big changes with like engineering, and there's loads of stuff happening with flight mechanics and combat and quantum boost and a ton of stuff that will change the dynamics of this physicalized armor, maelstrom, subcomponent targeting, just tons and tons and tons of stuff that whatever happens now, stuff's going to get balanced. I am worried that because of this bespoke size 5 weaponry, which is the main part of the ship, balance makes or breaks that fighter. And if it's balanced poorly, at either end, people are going to complain. We'll have to wait and see what happens, because I think it's going to have to be lots of tweaks with every patch in the medium term to get this into a state where people are going to not be too complaining about it. Something that people should complain about those in.
Yeah.
Cheaters and exploiters. Oof.
Yep. So
CIG did a big ban wave, apparently, and they said that a load of accounts were permanently banned. Not sure what permanently banned actually means. Is that hardware bans? Is that account bans? Is that both? Because I want, for cheaters, permaban, never come back. If we find that you have come back in any way, shape or form, we ban that account as well. Don't care if you've spent money on it. Just ban. Exploiters, it depends on what they've done and how blatant it is. But all the way up to a permanent ban based on what they've done. But if you've done like a minor exploit and you were like, no, I was just testing this. I haven't benefited from it. I was trying to do an issue cancel thing. Why did you do it 100 times? Well, I thought that's what I needed to do. Give those people a warning and say, that's not what we want. And don't do it again for any exploits. And cool, if they do it again, give them some form of, maybe not a permanent ban or whatever, but maybe a permanent ban. It depends what they do. What do you think with that? My thoughts on exploits?
Yeah, sounds good. I mean, I'm more like just send them to jail, but
send them to jail, let God sort it out.
If somebody has just like been a bit egregious with it because they were thinking they were testing it, I think certain situations, warning, and then if it happens to happen again and with a different exploit or even the same exploit, they're obviously blowing smoke out their ass. So,
but you can see the good thing, I think, as well, is that if someone goes, oh no, I was doing issue cancel stuff, I was testing it, let's see if there's any issue cancel reports from that person saying that. And you can literally see. I think the one thing that I really want to caution people about cheating and exploits, and I will say it again and again, do not make a guide video about how to do these things or something that could be used as a guide on how to do these things to try and shine a light on it. If you think that CIG are not moving fast about it, then make a forum post or a video, but do not outline the steps needed to replicate the issue to go, CIG aren't fixing this, and this is how to do it. Now more people are doing it, CIG have to fix it. Don't do that. that'll get you banned. Because CIG have said don't do that. And people that go, well, I know better than you, I'm gonna make you fix it. I'm not for that kind of armchair development. You can disagree with me though, like not just Sin, but anyone. What are your thoughts on that?
No, I agree, because even if you think CIG aren't working on something or they're not going fast enough, it might be because it's something that's really complex for them, or they haven't quite worked out what exactly it is that's causing this issue. You don't know what's holding them up, and it's probably not laziness. It
might be a priority thing, and it might be the correct thing to do to talk about it and to say that this is happening and to make a post about it, but not a guide outlining how to do it.
Yeah, don't bring more people into the, make the issue worse, basically. Yeah. That's not going to get it fixed quicker.
Yeah, exactly that. So I'm definitely for people going, this is a problem, and talking about it. Like with the exploits, it was people were duping loads of items. And the reason I was saying that is because I've literally, although it's very, very basic, I've got in my notes, how to do the exploit, which is, I believe, now fixed, maybe. But I don't want to outline exactly how to do it or anything. But people were duping items and it was absurd, and they were using bots to do it as well. And that is one of the problems with gold sellers on websites. They are incentivized to do exploits and cheats or whatever, or even steal people's accounts to make a real financial profit. Those exploiting and stuff and gold farming and that sort of stuff, it makes for terrible behavior. Even if you're like, oh no, people should be able to spend their money however they want, probably best to buy it from an official source. I'm sort of okay with the grey market, people buying ships and stuff off each other, or potentially even accounts, because I think you can, in the EU or the UK or whatever, you technically can sell game accounts, citation needed, because I know it's technically against CIG's terms of service, but I think there is legislation of being able to transfer accounts. Again, citation needed, that's just an off-the-cuff comment. I know that the cheaters, they were using cheat engine and stuff like that. If you do that at all, even for testing, even to make a bug report, you're going to get banned. I don't see how you can justify it. And also, there's another thing with exploits and stuff. You might just randomly fall upon an exploit. Don't worry about that. If that happens to you, just don't exploit the exploit. Don't replicate it. Most exploits are not in your favor. The cheat engine stuff, there were people stealing items from your body, aimbotting, speed hacks, lots of stuff. But again, don't accuse someone or assume that they're cheating, because stuff could be a bug. But if someone is running around as a skeleton at super high speeds and everyone is just exploded around them and all their stuff's been looted, they probably are hacking. And you can probably put that to CIG as a report. I think there is a dedicated email or place that you can post exploits and cheats and stuff to CIG, because again, with issue council things, you don't want people to be able to replicate it necessarily. But hopefully CIG will get into a state for when 1.0 is released that there are very little in the way of exploits that are exploitable and cheats that can be done. And we do know that they've enhanced their cheat protection. I think one of the things they've done is like increase the heartbeat for easy anti-cheat, and blacklisted or not whitelisted a load of third-party things that people were using for like botching VR and stuff and injecting code in Star Citizen legitimately to do stuff. But obviously that also allowed for some illegitimate uses. There was some fake posts and stuff I was seeing around on Reddit, and lots of people were talking about it. There was a post about someone pretending that all of the Wicklow Polarises were getting wiped or had been wiped. CIG said that was a fake post. If you've lost your Polaris or one of your Wicklow ships, it's probably a bug. And with that in mind, I did see some people that when a patch goes live, you do often lose some items or some out for UEC or some ships or whatever. CIG try to carry as much stuff as they can across to the new patch. Sometimes they can't, and they're looking into it, but they can't individually manually restore ship inventory and stuff that you've earned in-game from a previous patch. They're trying to make a more massive change that will allow stuff to be copied over more readily. Do you think that CIG need to solve that ASAP?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, because people want progression, right?
Like, what's the point of going, oh, you can earn stuff in-game? Like, obviously, even now, like, there's still a chance that stuff might get wiped if you've earned it in-game.
And it will get wiped eventually, right?
Yeah,
before 1.0.
But if they're trying to retain items and stuff, then, like, what's the point of trying if it's just going to disappear due to a bug?
Yeah, and if you're trying, especially with a monthly patch cadence, if you are trying to earn something over the month. You get that near the end of the month. A new patch comes out and then you lose it. That is frustrating if you've just earned yourself a Polaris or something. So tell us if you've won and lost things, if your stuff typically gets carried over, or you've lost every ship that you've ever got from an executive hangar or Wicklow. Tell us in the comments below. Last couple of little things. I did see there was a little post about, will crafters have the capability to sell missiles and ammo at lower cost for me to go and buy directly from them than at a space station in the future? And CIG responded, yes, in a little post. We know they're working on crafting and player-to-player trading, stuff like that. Looking forward to an actual economy. I think that will make the game significantly more playable for me, as in grindable. Like, I will sit down and go, I'm going to spend a few hours on StarSets tonight doing economy stuff, selling, buying, industrial stuff. Like, that is a lot more appealing to me, rather than just going, I'm going to try doing this, or I'm going to go and do this mission. At the moment, for me, Star Citizen doesn't have that grind appeal because of the fact it's going to be reset. There's no permanent progression at the moment. There's more progression than there ever has been, but no permanent progression. And the economy is not in a state that I want to get involved with it really yet. What are your thoughts on that, Zina, if any?
I did just have a thought of, like, obviously the whole stuff will eventually get wiped when 1.0 comes out, and then there will be no more wipes. But I can still see people complaining when 1.0 is on the horizon and they're like, I've got all this stuff that I've been earning for ages and it's all gonna get lost. And then CIG are gonna do a U-turn and, like, give them some stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, if I'm fine with them getting aesthetic stuff, like they go, you played before this time, you get a little badge or something. Just know that there is going to be a wipe. I hope CIG do not do a U-turn. I want it to be wiped and everyone start from the same position. I mean, if you spent real money on the game, you don't start the same position, do you? Lol, lol, lol. But everything's going to be wiped.
It's just because of the whole referral thing as well.
What do you mean? Oh, because of the way people complained about that for the referral rewards. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you can totally disagree with me or Zin on this sort of stuff, and I'm always willing to have my point of view changed on it. But I'm very much in the opinion, yes, we know there's going to be a wipe before 1.0 and then no more resets. That is what I want. That is what I'm aiming for. That's what I'm expecting. A lot of people know that, but I still suspect that a lot of people, as Zin says, will complain like it's the worst thing ever, even though they know there's going to be a wipe. Yeah, tell us what you think in the comments below. You might be like, no, I do think that all our stuff should carry over. Whatever your opinion is, tell us in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. One last thing, Zen. One last thing.
Yeah.
There's a big old CitizenCon watch party that's going to be cool. It's Quantum Dispatch. It's going to be at like a planetarium. There's tickets available now. It's in the UK. Go check that out. I'll put a link down below. We'll be talking about it more in the future. I am planning on going at the moment, but I need to work some stuff out because it might be more sensible for Zin and I to cover CitizenCon from the safety and comfort of our own homes. But it would also be amazing to go to a cool watch party with a load of stuff happening, a load of Star Citizen themed stuff and cool big screens. And it's basically going to be like a focused mini CitizenCon with a more bearable amount of people. There was a lot of people at CitizenCon last year. Anyway, Zin.
Yeah.
Where can people find NordVPN?
Either in the links below.
Yeah.
Or they can go to nordvpn.com/BoredGamer.
Perfect. Why would they want to do that, though?
For privacy, accessibility, and security on the internet.
On the internet. So that's what NordVPN provides you, even better than you would normally have by just running around without NordVPN protection. You shouldn't do that. You should get the links below.
That's like running around without a spacesuit on in Star Citizen.
It is. Potentially even worse than that. Toby eye trackers, they might be on sale by the time you see this. It's like the last day. Check those out. They'll be on sale again in the future. If you want some natively supported head and eye tracking that's high precision, very cool for Star Citizen, check that out. Thank you very much for watching. Say goodbye, Zin.
Goodbye, Zin.
Every month we have a ship giveaway, and July 2025 is no different. We're giving away a Prowler utility with lifetime insurance and a Star Citizen game package. All you need to jump into the game with a stealthy cargo ship. It's all you need to start your career as a hauler or maybe a pirate. Comment on any of our videos made during this month to be in for a chance of winning that. If you would like to further support the channel, consider becoming a channel member with the join button under the videos or a Patreon. Links down below for that. And there's loads of other links that you can help support the channel with, from Game Glass to THRUSTMASTER, loads of products that you will potentially want for your Star Citizen experience. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a great month, and I'll see you in the verse.